Good afternoon from the Transportation and Ticket Center. We're here today to go into Magic Kingdom. Today is August 29th. We have a hurricane approaching us through the Gulf of Mexico called Hurricane Idalia, and it should be here tonight/tomorrow morning. So I'm here at the parking lot of Magic Kingdom to see if we can see what kind of prep work Disney is doing. As of right now, they have not announced any closures. They still are saying that they're going to be operating normal business hours tomorrow during the thick of the storm. From what we're kind of gathering from the forecast, it should just be getting like tropical storm force winds and rain here in Orlando, which is not uncommon for us to get during normal like storms here, but there have begun some prep work that is a bit unusual. Take for instance, on the way into the parking lot, I took this video driving through, and you can see they have saran wrapped some cones to some pilings or some like posts in the middle of the parking lot to make sure that the cones do not blow away in the storm winds. Another thing we should note is that there's not really anybody here today. This entire parking lot is empty. Like, there are cars over here, but like normally on a busy day, this entire lot would be full. So let's go inside, see what the wait times are like, see if it's busy in there, see what other sort of prep work we can find. So we actually have a double whammy tonight for crowd level. So not only is a hurricane coming, but there's a Halloween party tonight. And so typically, because the park is not open the normal time that it closes early at 6 p.m. tonight, there is a lower crowd level during the day on nights that there are parties here at Magic Kingdom. So people will normally go to Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, and they won't come to Magic Kingdom. So it is about 1:15 on August 29th. It feels very kind of like tropical out here. It's kind of warm. There's a breeze going. The storm is kind of northwest of Havana. That's where the eye of it is. And the first bands are just about to hit Cape Coral down in kind of southwest Florida. So we should be able to make it here today without getting any rain until about maybe like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. Should start raining here, which does not bode well for the Halloween party. But I don't know, we'll see what happens. We're not gonna be here for the Halloween party, but I'm interested to know if anybody was here during the Halloween party. Did the fireworks go off? How was it? Was it super rainy? What was going on? Just got on the ferry boat, and I was kind of asking the folks that work here, the cast members, what's the highest wind that you'll operate at? And they said 25 miles an hour. They have a wind cap of 25 miles an hour. So if the wind tonight after the party is higher than 25 miles an hour, the boats will not be running. That's the big boats, the ferry boats. The smaller boats, I'm sure, are much, much lower than that because they are small. I know it's kind of loud out here, but I wanted to give you guys a better view of the skies. Definitely looking a little bit stormy out, but like I said, I think we will avoid the rain today. Now we've made it over to Magic Kingdom. They still have all the decorations up, so I don't think they're going to be taking these down, especially because there is a Halloween party tonight. Well, this is interesting. One of the Main Street vehicles is out. I wonder what's going on. I'm gonna find out. We were able to get on. Listen to that little diesel engine in this thing. Or is it propane? It might be propane. Ooh, honk honk. We're taking a ride. Taking a ride down Main Street. It's a tractor engine. Oh no. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but they are playing We Don't Talk About Bruno down there. Made it down here just in time to watch the Main Street Philharmonic walk away. Wanted to give you guys an update on kind of like a crowd level here. But also, I'm not seeing any preparations for the storm at all other than those cones in the parking lot. We're still gonna keep looking, but like for right now, everything is up, all the decorations are up, every banner is still up, every pennant is still up. It's like nothing's gonna happen tonight. This is something we had noticed at Mickey's Not So Scary the last time we were here, but they repainted this whole popcorn stand. Now it's got a blue and white theme. Before, I believe I remember it being red, just like the one over there. You know what? While I'm walking around, might as well go check the wait time for Haunted Mansion because we never got on it after that little closure. Remember the day that we came and we're like, oh, I wonder if the Hatbox Ghost is gonna be in there, and he wasn't, and we never got on Haunted Mansion. Today, I think I can ride Haunted Mansion. Let's go see. From what I've heard, they like updated Leota a little bit, so I'm excited to see, like, can you tell? I don't know. Let's see what's going on. See if we notice anything different. Still decorations and umbrellas and everything up. I feel like the more interesting thing to see is not what they're doing today, but what it's gonna look like after the storm. Ooh, okay, it's only a 20-minute wait for Haunted Mansion, so Doesn't seem bad at all. I think maybe the wait time might have gone up while we were in line because they have redirected us through the cemetery. Not looking good. So about 15 minutes into the first room, into the fireplace room. I like this effect. I like how slowly it changes.
Which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out. Of course, there's always my way.
Fun fact, your Magic Band Plus will beat like a heart with a red light. I don't know if I'll be able to see it before we get on. I'll keep an eye on it. There it goes. Here we go. It always scares me because it's so close to my knees. We'll also get to see if there's any progress on the Hatbox Ghost. We probably won't actually be able to see anything, but I'll see a curtain maybe. I never noticed that the suit of armor moves a little bit. Yeah, right now we have nothing. It's just a curtain. You can't even see it there. But there's a curtain where the Hatbox Ghost will be, right here, before this scene right here. Definitely seeing more effects that I've noticed before, like doors that I didn't think bent before are bending now. Is she higher up? Is that what's going on? She's like way up in the air. I don't remember her being this high up in the air. It's definitely moving up and down.
All in the spirits.
Kind of a lot. So maybe that's the update? Her hair looks fabulous too.
Happy haunts every seed.
I feel like we definitely got an update on some of the lighting in here. Things probably got cleaned up a little bit. But yeah, it looks better for sure. Like I can see more stuff. I would love to see this stuff with all the lights on. Definitely way more stars out here. I feel like these ghosts are easier to see that are flying up right now. I guess my biggest question is, why is there a cemetery behind this house? What happened? There are so many dead people in this mansion. What happened? Oh my goodness. I have never stopped to read these. What is that? Hallucination? I don't know what that is. Bewitch? Apparition? Clairvoyance? Metaphysics? I don't know what that means. Manifestation? That's hysterical. Ouija board? I'm a spook? Poltergeist? What are these two? What is this one? And this one. Okay, I just had to stare at it for a little bit. It's hallucination. Metaphysics. Okay. Metaphysical. This is a fun day because I originally came to look for like hurricane prep and there doesn't seem to be any so far. Now I'm seeing all kinds of little things like this cat's gravestone. They have all 9 of its lives. Like every time that it lost a life, they counted it. And there it is on its tombstone. And of course, way in the back there, Mr. Toad. Oh, okay, looking over at Tiana's Bayou adventure, you can see the reforming of the top of the mountain. This is the top of the salt dome. So this is pretty interesting. So there used to be like a tree stump on the top of this for Splash Mountain. And they took that off and opened up the top of it. And I'm thinking that was to be able to add in some elements because I don't see the reason for them having to tear the entire top off in order just to rebuild it like this. So hopefully there's something really nice and big there at the top. So from the concept art and from the concept models, we know that this is where you meet Mama Odie, sort of near the top of the hill there, just before the drop. So just keep that in mind as we see things progress. It does sort of seem like they are starting to take apart the scaffolding here at the bottom of the drop for Tiana's Bayou adventure. Or maybe just like strap it all together. Yeah, that's what they're doing. There are some workers off to my left, and they're strapping together all the pieces of scaffolding in preparation for the storm. You can kind of see them a little bit here. Strapping it together. Yeah, just looking up, it seems like they have taken down the majority of the platforms within the scaffolding. So the only ones that I see right now are around the water tower, and that's it. Those are the only platforms on any of the scaffolding that I see. They left the main structure of the scaffolding, but all the platforms have been removed. Here's a better view of the strapped together decking that they're doing down in the track near the bottom of the drop. Over here at the Frontierland train station, we can look through and see this yellow here. This yellow is new. This is the entrance to Tiana's Bayou adventure, the old entrance to Splash Mountain, and they have repainted it yellow. Also, 5-minute wait for Big Thunder Mountain? Let's do it. Although it does seem like a lot of people have the same idea as me. Trying to get in here real quick. Here we go. Definitely was just a 5-minute wait.
If any of you folks are wearing hats or glasses,
Best we move them, my goodness. Whoa! Whee! Whoa! Oh my goodness! Whoa! Oh, what's happening here? Those goats! Oh, watch it! Oh dear! This is a wiggly ride. Oh, I'm falling over! It is a beautiful view from up here. Oh. Why isn't our goat eating dynamite? Oh my god! Oh! Ooh, what's happening here? Oh, the mining company. Oh, we're going in here. That's not good. Whoa! What's happening? Some sort of explosion? Oh dear. Oh no. Ooh, that's not good. Oh. Wow. I've never had this happen before. This is interesting. Wow. We can look around now. Wow. This is definitely a first for me. Never been stopped on Big Thunder Mountain. Right before a drop. Wow. What's happening? Interesting. Oh god! Oh! That was the scariest thing that's ever happened. It kind of like started up. Right when I turned the camera off too. When I turned it back on. Now that it's wild in here. Whoa, my goodness. Oh, wild. This is the wildest ride in the wilderness. But we're not even in the wilderness. What's going on? I feel like I've never been here before. This is at the end of Big Thunder Mountain. This used to be the smoking area. So now it's not. It's called Miners Cove. It's a mining up. Oh my goodness, they found gold. There's gold in them there hills. Oh, and there's a couple of tables back here for you to sit at. Nice rocking chairs out on the dock. This is nice over here. And you get to go out and have a look over at Tom Sawyer Island. Yeah, about three tables over here. I do have to admit, that was the wildest ride on Big Thunder Mountain that I've ever had, because it stopped. It stopped twice, actually. It stopped at the top of that hill that I showed you guys, and then just before the end, right before it pulls into the station, it like slammed on the brakes real hard. So I don't know what was going on or what happened, but it was exciting. 5-minute wait for Pirates of the Caribbean 2, probably my most road ride at Magic Kingdom in my life, so I'm not gonna ride that today. Maybe Jungle Cruise though? It's been a while since I've been on Jungle Cruise. Looks like it's still a 20-minute wait, so I think, I'm sure we can find something shorter than that, right? This is Jungle Cruise, by the way. I know you can't see it, it's behind the bushes here. There it is. World famous Jungle Cruise. At least world famous Jungle over here, sort of near Magic Carpets of Aladdin. This is the Agrabah Bazaar. It's kind of covered up. I don't know if this is just because it just wasn't opened recently, or if this is hurricane prep. I'm leaning towards it hasn't been open. Something that's been kind of fun about today is that the crowds are low, so there's a lot of PhotoPass photographers just kind of like hanging out, waiting for somebody to come up and take a photo. So I've been taking kind of a lot of photos with PhotoPass photographers. Like every time that I see one that's just kind of like standing around with no weight, I run up and I'm like, hey, can I have a photo? And they're like, yes. So it's exciting, it's fun, it's a good time. Also, Festival of Fantasy is about to happen now, so I'm heading into Tomorrowland to see if like the wait times might be lower back there. Actually, I'm skipping by Tomorrowland. I'm gonna head into Fantasyland because I really want to see what Seven Dwarfs Mine Train is, because that is a very popular ride. So let's see what the wait time is there. I'm sure it's gonna be high, but we can always go to Winnie the Pooh right next door, or right across the way, and ride that, because that'll definitely be low. Still looking in on the Brave meet and greet, which will be very shortly in Kanto, but it's opening September 20th, and I feel like there's a lot still to do, right? This does look like they've done some prep for the hurricane by taking things down, but then again, they could just be taking it down to convert it. Sorry, September 15th it opens. That's even sooner than I thought. So, yeah, they've got a lot of work to do. Unless they're planning on doing very minimal theming. I don't know. I don't know what's going on over here, though. They've definitely, like, had something happening in here. I don't know if it's going to show up, but 30 minutes at Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. That is pretty fantastic. So I do highly recommend that if you are looking for a good time to come out and ride some rides, party days before the party starts, definitely a good one. That's pretty funny because the Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh is also 25 minutes. What? 30 minutes for Mine Train, 25 for Winnie the Pooh? Let's go look at Ariel. Actually, I looked at the app and it was only $10 for an individual lightning lane right now for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, so I quick bought one. We're gonna ride it real quick. Front row. Amazing. Here we go. Whee! Whoa! Oh. All right. Ugh. I think it's so funny to be in the front row because look at this delay in the drop. We're like all the way down and then we go. It's got some pretty good speed too once it actually gets going, but it takes a while for it to get going, for sure. Whoa! 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 All right, here we go. Whoa, time to go home. Where'd they go? Also, this drop is pretty ridiculous as far as how... Oh, another one. This is what happened to us on Big Thunder. Weird. How about that? Oh, here we go. Just holding on. We're like on the flat here before we really start to push. Whoa! Oh my goodness. Such a fun ride here at the end. Whoa! Oh, it was really low. Oh gosh. Whoa. We did it. Slamming on the brakes at the end there. Oof. Well, we've got about 35 more minutes before the park opens at 4 for not so scary guests. So I think we're gonna start making our way towards the front because I want to kind of catch that influx of people coming in and then also make my way out as the crowd comes in. I did take the long way to see what the wait time was for Little Mermaid. 5 minutes. Wow, that's just a walk-on, right? So because the party starts in about 30 minutes, we've already got people lining up to get their wristbands right at 4 inside the park. So you don't need to exit the park and come back in, even though it is a separately ticketed event. If you have an annual pass or if you have a day pass and you just happen to be in the park today, you don't have to wait until 4 to get in, but with your separately purchased Not So Scary ticket, you can get in at 4, even without a day pass or an annual pass. So, but if you do have an annual pass or you bought a day ticket, you can get in earlier and then you wait in one of those lines to get your wristband. On the way out of Magic Kingdom, let's stop by Uptown Jewelers, see what they have in here. See if they have any like new Dooney & Burks or anything. I will say, all the Tommy Hilfiger stuff right now is 30% off, and then if you're an annual pass holder, you get your annual pass holder discount on top of that. So there's kind of a lot of stuff on sale right now. What is this? 30% off Black Panther jewelry? New arrival, this just in, is Dooney & Burke. But this one, doesn't say it's a new arrival, but I like this print a lot. It's like a 60s hippie print with Pooh Bear and Piglet and Eeyore. How much fun is that? $288 for this big size. And they have the drawstring one too. $318 for the drawstring one. Ready to open for the Halloween party. They've got the pylons inflated, but they haven't started letting people in just yet. They did pull out the omnibus. That way people know which way to go for the Halloween party. All right, we will see you real soon, pumpkins. I mean, after the hurricane at least. Certainly is an interesting juxtaposition between these are normal day guests trying to come in for the last few hours of the park. And then over here, this big crowd, that's Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party trying to let in. So right now it's about 3:50, and I wanted to give you guys a look at the sky around us because it's starting to look a little ominous. So right now the eye of the storm is due east from Key West, pretty far out in the Gulf. Cape Coral down in southwest Florida is starting to get a second band. We still got a few hours before we see any effects up here. But you can see This technically would be the cloud cover from the hurricane over top of the entire state of Florida, but we're not getting very much wind and no rain at all yet. It still was a fantastic day. It was a party night, so that means that the crowd level was very low during the day. We got to ride a bunch of rides with a very short wait. I do highly recommend that if you want a nice day at Magic Kingdom, albeit it will be a short day and you won't get any fireworks, come during a party day. Like, if there's gonna be a party that night, come hang out, especially on a Tuesday. The wait times are very low. So all in all, it was a fantastic day. Also kind of surprised we didn't see any prep work for the hurricane other than the cones out in the parking lot. I don't know, maybe we'll see something else on our way back out to the parking lot. You never know. But it was a fantastic day. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Kendra, and I'm from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And now it's time to pray the praise.